We're in!
Shall we play a game?
Love to. How about global thermonuclear war?
Hey everybody, welcome to another Aardnor Studios video. I have another project I'm excited to share with you, and I am dressed up all weird because this is a little bit of what I looked like back in the 80s. Didn't have a big beard back then because I was too young, but anyways, that's a little bit of, this is some of the stuff I dug out for you guys. Nonetheless, I'm really excited about this project. It is from the 80s film Wargames starring Matthew Broderick, and this is the little beast that I have made. It is the WOPR supercomputer from the film. It is a present from my kid brother. We were both big fans of the film. He loves computers, electronics, and whatnot, so this is what I put together. Anyways, I'm really excited to share with you this. I know it's a bit of a different build, which I'm also excited about. So hey, let's go to the workbench and I'll show you what this little guy is all about. Let's go.
So like I said, this was an interesting project. A lot of reference material collected to try and get the different angles and what the actual WOPR looked like. I got most of it correct. There's a few things that aren't right, but I'm pretty happy with the results. Anyways, you see it spinning around here, looking super great. Again, really pleased with the results, and love the blinky lights. To get this going, the first step was trying to figure out how to do those lights, and so you'll see here next pulling up some initial stuff, some circuit board work, some capacitors, diodes and such to go and make the lights blink. And it's got 2 here in the test. In the final version it had 6 lights in it. I had to cut the actual body of it, a piece of it out of it basically, to make a compartment to house the electronics, and that's what we're doing right here on the Proxon table. A little tricky to do this, but you know what, I think all in all it turned out pretty well, and was able to cut a piece out without actually putting a cut into the main body itself. You can see it's actually kind of like, you know, a donut hole basically. Although it's not round, so I guess it's not really a donut hole. Anyways, there you go. A lot of sanding on this project. The WOPR has very rounded corners, so I did a lot of work trying to get all the corners rounded, and again, it's worth taking the time to do that. Here's an early version of it. You can see all those rounded edges and those 2 lights blinking away inside. So feeling pretty happy at this point. There's the lights in its finished version. To get this effect, like I said, there's 6 lights inside there. 3 red and 3 amber LED lights, and I really wanted to get that shiny glossy effect of the glass that you would see, and that's kind of it opened up, and here's that plexiglass. Basically it's thin acrylic plastic that's been painted black on the back, and then some red and amber sheets added to it, and there you can see it working away. This is right before paint, and so the project's pretty much all come together, and yeah, that's painted. Really happy with that. I think it looks great, and like I said, those lights look really good blinking away inside of it. Last step was to get the WOPR, the WOPR on it, carefully cut it out of masking tape, and use that as a mask basically. Hit it with the airbrush, and unmasking it here, kind of like a bit of Christmas time doing that, and not too bad. It's in the end came out really well. Carefully pulling off the inside of the letters, the O's and the P's and the R's. That's a little tricky, but all in all, it really worked well. This is something that I would love to have with Cricut or something and cutting out the letters, but until that day I have to still do it the old school way by hand, and like I said, all in all I think it came out pretty well, and there you go. That's the finished WOPR.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the little WOPR here. It's not the big WOPR. The big WOPR is the real one. This is the little WOPR. And anyways, I had a really fun time building it, and I'm really excited to get this to my brother hopefully this weekend as a belated birthday present. It was a fun project, but like I said, a little bit different than what I normally do, so it was kind of neat to do that. I've been wanting to actually build this for a long time, so it was fun to have the excuse. Big fan of that computer and of that show. Anyways, I also want to give a big shout out right here to all my lovely Patreons. These amazing people help support me and let me do these crazy things like this. This is my full-time gig. I quit my professional career and started making terrain and props a couple of years ago. And don't make a lot of money, but I have a lot of fun, and I'm much healthier and much happier. So thanks to these amazing people. If you're interested in learning to do some of these things that I do, think about joining our Patreon. It's called the Pink Foam Brigade. There's a link down below. And yeah, there's lots of tips and tricks and tutorials on how I make all this stuff. I think as to date there's over 150 posts on there, more each week. We have a live get-together once a month. We have special build projects we do, and we have a group chat that's phenomenal. It's just filled with all these amazing artists talking, helping, inspiring, and doing stuff together. So anyways, that's enough about that. If you're interested, check it out. I would appreciate it. And if you can, please follow this account. Give it a like, a thumbs up, a comment, anything like that. It's nice. I know I don't post a lot here. I tend to be too busy building stuff to actually do video editing, but I'm trying, and I hope you're enjoying it. Anyways, that's a little bit about what's going on in my world and about this crazy project, the Lil WOPR. Thanks so much for going back and visiting the 80s with me, and I actually did wear this hat a lot back then. It was kind of fun. So anyways, thanks everybody. We will see you again, and until then, keep making.